All right, guys, check this out. So, no, believe it or not, we are all programmed in some type of way, right? But what a lot of us don't understand is we have been conditioned, we have been programmed so much. A lot of us don't realize that that's what's holding us back, okay? And when you understand and realize you are of some system, okay, you have been programmed some type of way, you then will learn over time how to unprogram your mind, okay, and reprogram yourself. See, you have to think about it, guys. From the day we were born, we have been conditioned in some type of way. Our parents, our nurturing, what we've been taught, what we see, it's all that's built up into our brains, right? And those things then become patterns and they become habits, right? So once you understand that however you've been programmed is not going to get you to where you want to be, because now you understand you have a choice. Now you understand what I've been taught, okay? How my mind has been programmed is not going to get me to where I want to go. Now I have to unprogram myself, which is one of the most challenges. Now, I don't like to use the word hard, but I do like to use the word challenge, because we do have a lot of challenges in our everyday life, but challenges can be overcome, right? So when you understand that you can reprogram yourself and you can reprogram who you are to where you want to be, okay? First, the TV. Okay, the TV, guys. Millions and millions and millions of people come home every day and they get on their couch after work and they turn on the TV. It's entertainment, right? But if you know that this is not helping you in your new journey, now we need to reprogram ourselves. Now, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with the TV, but maybe if you can turn that TV to something that can help you, maybe something that's motivational, maybe something that's inspiration, maybe something that can, someone that's going to send a message, okay, to you in a mentor or a coaching, aspect, right? So instead of coming home, turning on the TV, watching the news, which I don't watch, okay, watching sports, how about we learn how to maybe say, okay, instead of coming home and watching sports for 4 hours, I'm only going to watch sports for 2 hours and then watch something that can help me reprogram my mind for the next 2 hours. Now, remember, guys, we want to do it in baby steps. You don't want to force it. You don't, as long as you know. See, that's the thing, guys. As long as you know you need to make change, that's the answer right there. Now, you just have to move forward with action. But what I teach people is not to try to jump from 1 to 10, because you're going to always end back at 1. So take small steps, okay? So the next thing is our phones, okay? Again, there's nothing wrong with our phones, okay? A lot of people say, oh, these phones are just distractions and these phones are bad. No, they're not. There's a lot of good in these phones, okay? A lot of us have reconnected with people on these apps from these phones. A lot of us, if you have an emergency, how are you going to call for help with this phone? All right. So that's one thing about me, guys. Always trying to look at the good in things, never look at the negative. My whole business, all right, my business, what I'm doing right now with my videos that help so many people, I'm using my phone. I run my entire business from my phone, right? But instead of getting on social media, scrolling, just looking at entertainment, looking at things that become a distraction. And I will say, these phones can become a huge distraction if you do not know how to control it. So again, instead of looking at things just for entertainment purposes, that are going to distract you from going to where you need to be, right? Again, there's so many positive things that you can pull up that can help you, all right? That because again, guys, remember, the more you hear something, the more you see it, you become that, all right? So focusing on things that are not going to help you become what you're going to become is a distraction, and it keeps you down, okay? It keeps you from growing, all right? And number 3, music. Guys, I can get real deep with music, but I'm not on this video. But music feeds the spirit, okay? Music feeds the spirit, and I'm just going to keep it there. All right. And then once you understand, we are not just human beings, we are spiritual beings, right? We're just a spiritual being experiencing the human experience. All right. So this flesh, this is just the human side of us, but the inside, okay, the emotions, you know, when you can close your eyes and you can see yourself somewhere else. All right. Think about it. You can close your eyes right now and you can hear yourself talking. All right. If you see something that emotionally hurts you, it makes you cry. Okay, if you see something that makes you feel good, you smile. That's the spirit. All right, that's the spirit, right? So when you are listening to music, guys, you have to realize the music that you listen to, it feeds your spirit. And I remember from my experience, me and my only brother, when we was coming up, man, we had an obsession with this group, a rap group called Bone Thugs and Harmony. And these, at the time, we knew what we was hearing, but we didn't know what we was listening to, right? And this group used to talk about a lot of demonic and devil and evil stuff. And you know, and I watched a documentary about these guys, and as they got older and wiser, they say if they could have went back, they would have not talked about that stuff. But they was young as well. And me and my brother, over time, looking back, we basically became that. We used to rap the songs, and we started trying to dress like them, grow our hair out like them. We did. We got braids. So when you are listening to music, I'm gonna tell you, man, again, I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with a certain music, but when you listen to it so much, you become that. It feeds into your spirit. So be careful what you listen to. Instead of listening to a certain music that is not, again, that's not helping you, okay, in your journey, listen to something. Turn on podcast. You know what I listen to 80% of the time? That's what my kids, they don't like to ride with me. We gotta listen to this. I listen to podcasts. I listen to individuals that talk about things that I need to hear, not just because I want to hear, but I need to hear. I don't need to hear, you know, Young Jeezy all day. Even though I listen to Young Jeezy, but I don't need to hear that all day because it's not doing anything for me. See what I'm saying? So that's the thing, guys, is that, you know, be careful what you watch on TV, you know, not gonna say be careful, learn, you know, how to tune the certain channels out, learn how to tune the certain social media posts out, and also learn how to tune the radio, you know, and change it to something that can be beneficial to you, all right, and where you're trying to go. Because if you don't, guess what, guys, you're going to look up 5-10 years and you're going to see yourself still doing the same thing, because again, you are programmed. All right. And until you understand that you have control, you have free will of making a choice of reprogramming yourself, putting yourself in putting yourself in the new position that you want to be, then guys, nothing can stop you.